everybody, welcome back. Today for math, we're going to tell a little story about some bugs. Some of the bugs are awake and some of the bugs are asleep. But before we get started, you're going to need a few things. You're going to need 10 little pieces of paper cut into squares or circles, it doesn't matter. On each of the papers, I drew a little bug. I just drew a circle and gave it 6 legs. You're also going to need a pencil, something to write with, and a white piece of paper. Okay, now's a good time to pause this and go get those things. Great, welcome back. So, the little bugs on each of these papers are all going to go to sleep. And the way that I know that they are asleep is I just turn them over so that I have 2 rows of 5 lined up nice and neat. Now, the reason that we do this, families, is because we're trying to make a 10 frame, and the kindergartners have worked really hard all year learning about 10 frames. It's a way that we organize groups of 10, and so that visual cue helps children see how many there are left to make 10 or how many more you need to make 10. So on your piece of paper, you're going to write a few things. We're going to make a little chart. The first, don't look at the numbers. The first thing is to write total bugs. Then you're going to write the word awake and then the word sleeping. So right now, all of my bugs are asleep. I've turned them all over. And so I can write here, total bugs 10. Can you see that? I have 10 bugs. Good. So I'm going to wake up one of my little bugs, turn it over. All right, awesome. There's my bug, it's awake. And now I can continue with this paper here with my little chart. I started with 10 bugs. We know that 10 bugs equals 1 bug that's awake plus some bugs that are sleeping. So kindergartners are working really hard on fluency with numbers, with adding numbers to 10. And some of the children will already know they've got 1 asleep. They'll be able to just look and see that they need 9 that are asleep. I'm sorry, I said it backwards. 1's awake and 9 are asleep. Some will be able to just look and know. Some will be able to count on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and show that 10, show that there are 9 that are asleep and 1 that's awake. And some of the children will need to count each of these in order to find out how many are left. So the goal is to work towards automatic fluency, to be able to just look and know, but that's a long process. So we practice this kind of thing a lot. Okay, we've got 1 done. Let's wake up another bug. Wake up, little bug, and I turn it over. So now I still have 10 bugs all together, but now I have 2 that are awake. So I'm going to start my number equation again. 10 equals 2 awake bugs plus how many are sleeping. So boys and girls will need to solve that problem by counting these, or just being able to see I've got a row of 3 and a row of 5 left, and that makes 8. Okay, now one more thing that I want to show you about this is, if you notice, I wrote the sum first and then the equal sign, and then the partners that equal the sum last. And I know when I was a little girl and I learned how to add, I always had to write the partners first, the equal sign next, and the sum last. But really, we want children to see that an equal sign just means whatever's on this side is the same amount that's on this side of the number equation. And they can go both ways. Okay, as long as this is equal to this amount. All right, so good luck. Keep going, keep waking up those bugs, and finish that chart. Have fun. Bye.